We have obtained the report from the special grand jury that investigated election interference in Fulton County, Georgia during the 2020 election. And what emerged in that report is that the special grand jury recommended the indictments of many more additional people than were actually charged last month. It is worth noting that this is a very unusual process. An ordinary grand jury functions in absolute secrecy, such that we never learn from prosecutors the identities of people who the grand jury had investigated or thought of potentially charging, but did not charge. That is kept secret so as to avoid unfairly maligning potentially innocent people. In Fulton County, they used what's called a special grand jury, which is actually not a mechanism by which somebody is charged. Instead, it was used for the purposes of hearing evidence and preparing a report, and then it was effectively replaced in a certain sense by a new grand jury that last month was the one that issued the indictments. We do not know why the individuals who the special grand jury had recommended charging were not ultimately charged. There are many different possible reasons for that. One could be that certain people in federal government enjoy certain constitutional protections that would mitigate against being charged at the local level. Some could have potentially struck immunity deals by which they cooperated and thus were not charged. And frankly, the evidence in some instances might simply have been insufficient when it comes to actually bringing charges. We have since heard from Senator Graham. He has said he did nothing wrong. He did his job, and he said it's a shame to see that anybody could think that he would be involved in some sort of criminal scheme. He's also continuing to express his support for Donald Trump.